Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to be talking about the hip and how to mobilize your hip. 3 ways to mobilize the hip using one of these handy dandy stretching bands, okay? So the big thing you need to know is the hip joint itself is a ball and socket joint. So when we picture the femur coming up through the thigh, there's a ball on the end of your femur that fits into your pelvis. It's a ball and socket. So what the band is going to do is it's going to help pull that ball out of the socket to help improve that mobility around the joint itself and also help to mobilize some of the tissues around the joint called the joint capsule, okay? So very important fact. So what we're gonna do, 3 different variations that you can use this band to improve your hip mobility, okay? First one, band's gonna go nice and high up into the hip like this. We're again trying to pull that hip joint out to the side, so we wanna be right on the other side of the joint. You're gonna add some tension onto the band. You're gonna come down into kind of a lunge position. Now, if you look at this leg, this is the bottom of my squat position right here. So if you're looking at squat mobility, this is one of the most important drills you can do. Take your elbow on the same leg. You're gonna drop your elbow down towards your ankle, towards the floor. Some of you that are a little more mobile will be able to get right down. I'm not quite there, but I'm pretty close to that ankle. So from here, you're gonna sort of oscillate into that a little bit. Try and get comfortable in that bottom part of the range to really improve that depth of your squat and improve the comfort level when you're at the bottom of that position, okay? So about 1.5 to 2 minutes in that position. Number 2, we're gonna move into a pigeon pose variation. You're gonna drop this knee down. So this is your classic yoga pigeon pose. Again, we're getting the benefit of that band distracting that hip laterally. So you're getting that ball being pulled out of the socket. From here, I'm gonna drop down, bring my chest towards the ground, my butt towards the ground on that back leg. Nice, easy. You're gonna feel that deep stretch in your glute, but again, you're getting the benefit in the hip joint itself, okay? About 2 minutes in this position, obviously do it on both sides. The third one, we're gonna get into your classic lunge stretch to get the hip flexor. Now in this case, the band's actually pulling that hip backwards in the socket a little bit, which is gonna make the stretch that much more effective. So again, deep lunge, let that band pull back, squeeze your glute here if you need to make sure you're in full extension, and you're gonna lunge forward. Massive stretch to the hip flexor. It's going to open up the hip in all 3 different positions. It's going to get you squatting better, running better, generally feeling better day to day. Give it a shot.